It's my pleasure today to introduce you to the newest building in Mersey. This is Aspen Wood, purpose-built facility, a low secure facility for people with a learning disability and or autism. It's not the recreation of places to live. A number of years ago, Simon Stevens, the then Chief Executive of the NHS, put in place a programme of work called Transforming Care, which rightfully so said for people with learning disabilities and autism that there should be as much independent living as possible. They shouldn't spend long periods, even lifetimes, in hospital. So here at Aspen Wood, this is a hospital which will dramatically reduce the length of stay for anybody who's here to around 18 months or so. It will be, as you'll see in a second when we take a step inside, a top-notch facility. We will guarantee multidisciplinary capability in and around each individual, tailored precisely to their needs. So we'll have psychiatrists, psychologists, speech and language therapists, pharmacists, occupational therapy, everything you expect for an intensive period of support for someone, with the key objective of getting them right back into a community setting as soon as possible.
I am convinced that this environment is the best and most suitable for our patient group and patient population. We have worked collaboratively with our patients to design and develop this, and they've had input throughout the whole process. I think this is an exciting next step for Mersey Care, and I am convinced that it will have a very positive outcome for our patient population, meeting their needs and ensuring that we enable them to have a full and fulfilled life once discharged from hospital.
I really want to talk a little bit about why Aspen Wood offers a completely new model of care. It's a new model, it's a progressive model, really focused on providing intensive care at a moment of high need for any of the users here. Focused on supporting people with complex learning disabilities so that they're effectively managed in the most appropriate accommodation. We're really focused on no more than 18 months at Aspen Wood. We think we're able to do that because on the broader Maghull Health Park here, we have a vast array of some of the best specialist healthcare capability in the country for people with learning disabilities and autism, and some of the other complications that sometimes accompany these sorts of diagnoses. So that way we can assure that people get the really great multidisciplinary team offer that they need. Secondly, we've worked very hard here not to build a building, but to put this particular building inside the context of a care pathway that is really a way into the community. It's really about maximising the freedom of people, rightly so, to live their lives, but recognising that every so often, particularly for a complex group of people, often under the care of the Mental Health Act, who need a secure forensic environment, that time and space away from overstimulus in the community, to come to a place like this and get themselves, with our help, back on their feet and back onto a proper recovery journey in the community. So it's a very different way of doing things here compared to what facilities like this would and have done in the past. We're very clear too that this is about co-production with patients and users, first of all, and a critical part of that is to make sure that the sorts of restrictive practices that have characterized these services in the past will absolutely be minimized in Aspen Wood. The HOPES model, that's really shown to do tremendous work with learning disability and/or autism patients, was actually born here.
We have taken a lot of learning into account designing this building, lots of garden and natural space for patients that they can use and enjoy. We've worked with garden specialists to create a sensory garden with a variety of different plants that's going to change through the seasons and will also mature as this building ages and matures. In our gardens we have glass pods, which is quite innovative and is a great addition to the garden areas. It's a glass bubble that patients would be able to use on their own. I think this is an exciting next step for Mersey Care, and I am convinced that it will have a very positive outcome for our patient population, meeting their needs and ensuring that we enable them to have a full and fulfilled life once discharged from hospital.
There's a lot of additional information material available on our website, including a fantastic fly-through of this facility. So I would encourage you to take a look at that and understand more about why Aspen Wood is a critical part of our transformation journey.